Down. Stay. Okay. Good girl. Go to place. Good girl. Good. Okay. Good girl. Go to place. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Go to place. Good girl. Okay, let's go. Go to place. Good. Good girl. Very good girl. Okay. Go to place. Good girl. Okay. Go to place. No. Place. Good. Good. Okay. Go to place. Good girl. Very good girl. Okay. Okay. Good girl. Go to place. Good girl. Good. Is he screaming, hey neighbor?
I thought you were saying, oh, I thought you were saying Amber.
Oh, maybe Amber, yeah.
Okay. Good girl. Lily, go to place. Good girl. That's a good girl. Hello. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Yes. I'm aware. Yes.
That should be practiced every time anybody comes home. So if one of you get home from work or whatever, um, please make this happen. This place does not have to be that big, but Carrie will need to find the proper place position for her in your house. Just at the front door, but not really at the front door. So Carrie will find something good, but it's good if it's something physical like a bed. But if it can be a bed, that's okay as well. It could be, um, even like just a place for her specific. Sometimes we even put just a duct tape around if we need to, and just have a designated position. As long as it's the same one, when you have a company, that's where your dog is. And I kind of see where I want to do it in your house already, but let's both of you, Carrie and you, figure it out. And that practice was with and without.
Nope. Place. Nope. Go to place. You're not done.
Now we are gonna show you this, and we're not gonna stop rolling this because you gotta see. Now the reason why she got up is because my husband was walking around, and there is another dog with my husband was going out, and that's why she got out to see what's going on. But that's gonna show you how we handle it. If you're using the e-collar, you would be using the e-collar just as much, but at this point there was really no need. So Carrie's gonna go and actually repeat the whole thing. And the reason why is that if she breaks it, then we're gonna go through the motions again, just so she doesn't win. It doesn't have to be as long, doesn't have to be as anything. And the Carrie completely live in her side too. So that's why she kind of broke it. There you go. She does know to come back in her place, and that is why it's important to have that physical place. Because this way we can say if the dog did the right thing or wrong thing. If you're just doing a down stay and it gets the dog breaks it, that's really not a good thing because there's nowhere to come back. I hope that makes sense, and we'll see you next time.
Good girl.
Lily, come. Good girl. Very good girl. Good. Okay.
Good job, girlie. Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna just take it over here. There's scenery, there's birdies. We're gonna give her some privacy.
Lily, come. Good girl. Good girl. You're a good girl.
I love you too.
come. Good girl. You're a good girl. Lily, come. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Lily, come. No, come. No, come. Good girl. Good girl. Good.
Can I ask you just to go around again? No, around here. Right now would be good.
Lily, come. Good girl. You're a good girl. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Good. Okay. Lily, come. Good girl.
You came to me? You came to me? Very good. Yes, I know. Good girl. So please notice a couple things.
Lily, come.
In the beginning, it was all fun. Couple times
Good.
that she came over,
Good. Come on. Good girl.
it was fun for her, and then it became work. So she made a face, and she's sticking with that face because she does not want to really work. She's gonna do it for you a couple times, but then when she gets tired of it, she's gonna make that wonderful. I don't even know where she went. Okay, here we go. So please also notice that sit in front of the trainer is the part of the behavior, and before she gives her a treat, and she does give her a treat every time for come, before she gives her a treat, she grabs her collar just like that, just in case you have to grab the dog. It doesn't have to be only when you need it. You need to grab it every single time, so it's normal for the dog and doesn't think that anything wrong with that. And it is a part of the behavior, so whatever it is you are, come to me, sit in front of me. I'm gonna grab your collar, and then you're gonna get your treat for that. And you can see pretty much on this video when it becomes work, it's when she doesn't want to come anymore. And you gotta work through that, because if you're gonna stop every time she make that face, she's gonna make that face from the beginning. So she really has to work. That's why we prolong those exercises and keep prolonging them until dog doesn't really care how many times he does it. Excellent. And she's in a better state of mind than she was on the other side of the house now, so we can stop all that, because now she's not protesting, she's doing it, and it becomes fun again. Okay? Thank you very much.
Lily, go to place.
Hi.
my baby girl doing? How's my baby girl doing? How is my baby girl doing? Oh, what a good girl. What a good girl. Can I give a kiss? Can I have a kiss? You're a good girl. Can I have a kiss over here? No? How about over here? How about over here? Huh? Isa, let's go, good girl. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Isa, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who is a good baby girl? Are you a good baby girl? Here. That is such a good girl. Such a good girl. Very nice girl. Oh, what a good baby girl. And this should be practiced also every time you come home. And again, we did put it on the e-collar. It's all up there. But the manual is always good because it gives you, communication with the dog. And release her.
Okay.
Good girl.
Okay, you can come on. Okay, come on, let go.
Good girl.
And that's not a bad thing that she didn't want to get up, even though just because she gets more treats when she's on the place. So
You're a good puppy. Thank you for kisses.
Carrie is gonna go somewhere where dog cannot see her. For some time. That's important to practice, especially in the house, so you can actually leave the room and leave her unattended for a couple minutes on a downstay with no issues. Now the purpose of this video is to show you exactly 5 minutes, just because we don't want to be videotaping longer. However, as of right now on this part of the training, she can do 20-25 minutes easy. Now you want to work on the two things, amount of distractions or the distance. And here Carrie's coming back. And she's just gonna sit down and completely ignore the dog. So if you're working on too many distractions, you want to be closer to the dog. So if you don't have distractions, the distance will help you to work on more and harder behavior. So we recommend doing it both when you are practicing. She's an adult, so she can have no problem staying for 20-25 or even more minutes, either on a place or on a stay. Now that will help you with pretty much all the behaviors. There you go. She can be free. Yay! Yes, yes, yes. Loving here. Absolutely. Loving, 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 loving. Hi. I love you too. Yes. Now please note that there's no commands given, there's no talk going on. That is expected of her, okay? So when you're practicing, don't micromanage your dog. Don't tell her what to do because as you see, we're reinforcing the proper responses. So this was whole, the proper response made all strictly by herself. If she wanted to just stop there, it's great. If she lays down, it's great. So all that's important that she's not crossing that line. That's all it is. Okay? Since we of course put it on the e-collar as well. Everything is on the e-collar, but certain things we practice so many times that we don't have to use that. You, on the other hand, will have to use it for a very long time until you get the response that we're getting.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Lily is an extreme case
Okay.
as far as food goes. She has an extensive experience of stealing food, especially from a baby. So we are not going to talk to her and prepare her for not touching
Okay.
food. If you see with other dogs, we tell them either no or okay, and we're basically micromanaging because of her issue. We are gonna completely avoid saying no, and the dog is going to be just corrected if it goes for the food because your kids cannot say no. So she just needs to learn that
Okay, you can have
the
it.
only time she can have it if you tell her it's okay to have it. She needs to ask for permission.
Okay.
But if food is there, she cannot have it. Carrie will explain in detail and work with you on the detail on that because it's your biggest, one of the biggest of your problems.
Okay.
So will be handled a little differently. That for anybody who is watching our videos, normally we don't do that. We are much more clear to the animal, but this is an extreme case of food stealing.
Okay. Lily. Okay.
Now,
Okay.
from your child will be never okay to take a food. There's not such a thing. From you is different, obviously, from an adult. And again, Carrie will go over that. Go to work.
Good.
Go to work.
Good. Good. Good.
Go on. Go to work.
Good girl. Good girl, Lily. Good girl.
Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
Good. Good girl. Good. Good.
Okay, Carrie, let's do a down stay and you take Umka.
Down. Good.
All right.
Stay.
Awesome. And let's do
Good.
the
Stay.
okay.
Good. Stay.
Okay, and you have that. And you have the food. Sorry, you're standing on top of my dog. Oh, no, there you go. Thank you. Okay, go ahead. All right.
Come. No, Lily, down.
Now, in her defense, this is the first time she called come, so
Lily, no.
Lily
down.
thought it was for her, and that's
No,
why it's all
down.
going.
Good. Hookah, around. Around.
And we're going around the tree. Isn't that special?
Hookah, around. Good. Good girl, Lily. Good. Hookah, around. No. Hookah. Hey, hookah. Hookah, come. Hookah. Around. Good girl, Lily. Good girl, Lily. Hookah. No. Hookah, over. No. Over. Good girl, Lily. Hookah, over. No, Lily, down. Lily, down.
Good.
Good girl. Good girl.
You stay right there and just say over.
Over. No, over. Good. Over. Good. Good girl, Lily. Good girl, Lily. Over. Good. Over. Over. Good.
Excellent.
Lily, no, down. Good. Good girl, Lily. Hug. Good girl, Lily.
She's like, well, you should have said
No,
that the other
Umka.
way.
Good job, Good girl, Lily. Very good girl, Lily. Over. No, over. No, over. Good. Over. Good.
Crazy little dog.
Good. No, Lily, down.
Good. So now we
No.
have to push it because, see, we are pushing the time, so it's
Umka.
been already 5 minutes that this little dog is
No,
irritating
Lily.
her.
No, Lily. Good.
So,
Hug. Lily, no. Good girl, Lily.
originally
Good
we didn't
girl,
plan
Lily.
for so long, but because the way she responds and reacts to her, now you have to understand that's completely unfair situation because
Around.
this little dog
Good.
is obnoxious and absolutely disrespectful to her. But that's the whole point. Doesn't matter what others do, you're only responsible for your own
Good girl,
acts.
Lily.
And let's do a couple more hugs just to make sure.
Hug. No, hug. No. No. Hug.
And that's the beauty of force-free training. The dog that's currently
No. Down.
in teenager age.
Good girl, Lily.
So Umka is starting in her
Down.
own
Good.
thing. But yes, we are force-free training her and doing the
Hug. Lily, no. Hug.
teenager age.
Lily, no.
It's
Umka hug.
really, really hard.
No, Lily.
And that's where most
No,
people
Lily.
give up.
No, Lily. Good. Sorry. Hug. Good girl, Good. Good girl, Lily.
We still have to push it. She still doesn't give up.
Hug. No, no. Umka, hug. Lily, no.
That's more investigative now, less
Umka, hug.
irritation, more investigation.
No, Lily, down. Umka. Lily, no, down.
Okay, and again, we're not planning for those videos to be that long. However, we have to show you that you gotta work those things out. And that's the only reason we're pushing it now. Go ahead and keep doing it because
Umka, hug.
now this is much better,
Umka, hug.
much better. One more time and we should be done.
No, Umka, hug. Good girl, Lily.
Awesome.
Good girl, Lily.
So that's the way her room has been set up with the camera, and that's how we have her here. So there is a lot of things here just to go around. It's the food and the toys and all that. So here she have her own toys that she can play with. She has kids' toys, she has papers. The table is fantastic. There's all kinds of stuff on the table. And Carrie right now is having, she's going to be pretending to drop things. And she's going to be pretending to, see, that was a cheese that was dropped. And again, we're not micromanaging it. We're just throwing stuff around. And that's okay. And what I would like you to do actually to hold something, either pick up that cheese or whatever and hold it on the level where just sit down and like hold like you're eating it. So we're pretending a lot. There's a full plate of stuff, and then just keep it your hand out. So there you go, just like that. And that's how she needs to be. Now the leash is not attached to anything. However, the leash is there for you to grab it and stop her if she has to. Now put that whole thing on the ground, and then keep dropping stuff. Now she's already starting to get position herself not to get in trouble, but that's okay too. So just keep dropping stuff and all that. And also have a I still would like you to just get right into her face with whatever it is. And no, that's not, I mean, that's, who's gonna eat banana peel? Come on. Cheese, that's what we want. Also, grab some of those crackers, and there's cheese crackers there. There's also the very good choice. Very nice. Chicken feet we use a lot too, just because it's easy to frozen and just leave it on, and everybody loves those. Good. There's a lot of good stuff in there. And again, that's more for a video purpose. Normally we just do a couple things at a time, and then she's gonna wipe. We used a lot of anything like greasy toilet paper or greasy stuff, and we'll leave it with her just like that. You can actually put like right in front of her, like underneath her feet or whatever. And can I ask you to more drop this again, like just go drop stuff on her head, literally.
No. No.
And she's got it back. Look at that. So, and that's how you work with it. Carrie, just watch that.
Yeah.
She's in the mood for. Do this again. And she's not in the downstage. She can move away. She can do whatever.
Go, girl.
So she's kind of trying to get her back. But once you pretty much correct her, the session is kind of over because she's not going to touch anything anymore. But we're doing that specifically live so you can see all that. And those pill pockets are the most favorite of hers. I mean, she's even prefer those pill packets to the, even to meat. And again, having them full, that's what allowed Carrie to get this out of her mouth, because she knows she's not supposed to do it, so she's not like really confident in grabbing this. Now that's her way of asking Carrie to allow her something, but because she went for that treat, there will be no treating her. It will be just more work. Okay, and I would like you to just step outside the room. Please, don't shut the door the whole way, just to kind of have her. Go ahead. Now, when you guys going through a normal life, this is really important to just do that. So one of you stay here, one of you leave, and that's, you know, just kind of gives the dog a way of, oh, she's not here anymore. So can I go for it? Can I go now? Can I go? So, but that's the way her whole room was set up. It's just the time. So she does play with some of her toys here, but she's sometimes going her place or whatever it is, but right now all she's waiting for hers to come back, and that's a normal good reaction too. So, all right, Carrie, come back. We were just waiting for you. We don't do anything, but that's because we did cut her with the camera a couple times because the e-collar allows you to do so. So when we saw it, we corrected her. So she. Good job.
Come here. What are you doing? Where's the other there?
Yeah, those are just to die for. I don't know why, but she
These actually
really
smell
loves
pretty
that.
good.
Well, they're barbecue kind.
Mm-hmm.
Beef barbecue kind. So. And she's just getting comfortable and that's it. So, but she knows it's there and she's uncomfortable being around because she still wants it. And 3 weeks working on that is obviously, I mean, not enough for her to completely stop the behavior. Obviously, it's not going to happen. But she's going to get more and more and more confident as she goes, and just because she's still asking her, she's still begging her to give it to her, and that's just the matter of how many treats you are going to give her just for the proper behavior. So Carrie will go over all that in your lesson, and as of right now she's done with all our stuff, so we're going to stop that. Because there's no point, she's just going to be laid down there for hours. Okay, thank you very much. And again, Carrie is going to talk to you more about the treating her during those times, because you don't want to treat her too much. And that's very important, but you also don't give her food at all, because it's not about not being able to get to food. It's just about none that she can take without permission. Okay.
Okay, you. Good. Good girl. Good. Good. Good girl. place.
Now what we're doing here is a control setting. Carrie, could you hold on for a second? I'm going to explain what it is. So items that are really easy to grab, like, you know, any kind of pieces of cheese, small meat particles, you know, something that's she can just pick up and right away swallow. Those needs to be practiced in a control setting, meaning the dog is on some kind of command. It could be downstay, it could be place. So we know that the dog is already under command, so it's already paying attention. So those are setups that working on the really hard items. If this is what, like, she loves pieces of cheese. So if I'm gonna work with that, the possibility of her grabbing it and actually ingesting it is very high. So I'll show you in the next video what we do with surprised setups, okay? But this is a very controlled management setup. She can be on that place for a very long time. We've done up to the 20 minutes, 2 hours even, but that's just when you periodically giving her treats and that. We will talk about this. So she is getting rewarded, but she's getting rewarded with her own treats. So Carrie, go ahead and start that. So because she's in a control situation, we are putting a whole lot of stuff right in front of her. And this is the stuff that she can reach, but she shouldn't, and so she should learn to ignore all that. This is just to work on her patience. Really, that's what it's all about. Now, not only we're working on the patience, we're also working on the distance. So Carrie is gonna start making a distance between herself and the dog, and to make sure that she's still not going for it. Now, she's obviously interested in all of that. Now, please notice that we're not saying no to her. None of that was communicating, because what we want from your puppy is to make sure that unless she's talked to, that's okay to get it. That's the only time she's gonna take the food. If the food is presented even by your child, then you're not there sometimes to say no.
Okay.
So she can eat her own treat. So she's still getting food, but it's her own treats. And Carrie's gonna put, go ahead.
Sorry.
Carrie's gonna put more items in there. Now, some of those are really yummy for her, and you know it. So, and we also making it a little harder because we're closing her right there. Now, for the video, we got all those objects. Obvious.
No.
Good. So, she went for it. Carrie was able to, from a distance, say no, and she stopped. Okay. Not yet. Carrie was trying to see if she can give her treat for listening on a distance, but the whole point is she's going to learn that if I go for it, you say no and I stopped, I get a treat. So guess what she's going to be doing in the beginning? She's going to go for it, and then she's going to see if she can get a treat quicker. So there's no treats in between, and you're going to have to make her longer. Now this whole exercise is very precise for developing the patience and not going for it. Normally we'll do one item, and we constantly rotate items, especially if there's something, your baby food and stuff like that. We rotate those items all the time. So for the video's sake, of course, we did as many as we can scramble. Now I would like also for you, Carrie, to step outside, please, with the door open of the house. Now you're starting to work on that, and especially if there's two of you home, that's extremely important. So right now, don't close the door, Carrie. Open the door so you can kind of see it. Now, once you start doing this, so if there's the two people involved, that's a great thing to work on. So, because I can still say no, but she's learning that somebody can leave the room and she still can't go for it. Now I'm gonna ask you, Carrie, to go all the way all the way that she can't see you. Now, she can still hear me and knows that I'm here, but I'm not her primary trainer anymore. In the last week, Carrie is her primary trainer, so she really doesn't care about my opinion at this point. But she is, but she isn't. You know, I can still stop her just as much, but you know, Carrie is the one she's worried about. So those kind of exercises, that she's still under supervision, but constantly people back and forth, she's not going to know that you're here or you're not here. So the more you work on that, the better it is. Obviously, you cannot leave her unsupervised for a very long time. We have done that, but we have either a mirror system or we have a recording goes. You know, so we have a camera that we watching her. So if we need to use the e-collar, we will use the e-collar. If the camera is showing her to go in for a treat. So that's a good way to do it. But try when you, Carrie, you can come back. Try to do this when you like pretending you're not paying attention. So you're not just sitting there and watching her, but you're doing something else and you're kind of just watching her with one eye. So it's been 6 minutes that we're torturing your dog with food, literally. And what Carrie's gonna do is gonna give her a treat right now, and then start picking up one item at a time.
Okay.
Now you see she's very persistent with that, and she's just gonna take one item at a time. Now why is this important? That's important because she sees that those items start to disappear. A lot of times the jealousy and the fact that she's not getting her way and those are just going away is my provoke her to go. Now when she's going, Carrie, you can't see her. She's living in the kitchen altogether. There's a wall separating them. So that is a very important as well. So she's taken like that, and the dog is watching, so that everything is going to disappear a little bit. I mean, in a little bit. She is a very jealous girl, and she doesn't like that a whole lot. So that's why we are doing this specifically. Good. She's thinking about it, but she didn't, you know, she didn't do it. And see, in the house, you can do it in any manner. You can put it up, you can take it off, away, whatever you want to do. You practice as many times as possible. And you're going to have a lot of practice with a child, obviously. Now you see how she's starting to get nervous because all of this disappearing. But sucks to be her, she can't have it. Now in the meantime, Carrie's gonna give her one more treat. So we really appreciate her working. So it's not the fact that she's not gonna get any treats, it's the fact that the treats is gonna come from us. Yeah, and that was she was very sorry for those. She loved those pill pockets. And then the cheese is the only thing that's left. Good. And now there's not everything. So she's also gonna not release her right away from a place. She's gonna wait a little bit. And all of those situations are preparing her for real life experiences. So if she's lying down and all of a sudden that's whole thing is going, that's what's gonna happen. That she can't be touching this. And as you see that she looks very pathetic, but we still give her a very, very good treat. So just have to make sure that you provide a very quality treats. And we will talk about feeding her as well on the phone. So that's where, oh, so pretty. I can't even talk because she's so pretty. All right, Carrie, let her up.
Okay. Good girl. It's a good girl. Good girl.
The point is not that she's not getting anything. It's just she's getting it when you're telling her that she can have it. And I will suggest that outside of her food and treats, she would not get any kind of snacks at all. Because that just motivates her to steal more. All right, have a good day. We're gonna show you next step.
Yep. get organized here. Okay.
Can you just take her off the leash? That was the whole point. No, it's okay. Just don't encourage her. You don't need to be encouraging her.
No, it's
That's okay, just like that. Now, she wants her muzzle off, but if she chooses to lay down herself, that's fine. Just tell her she's okay and try to kind of move around. The reason why she's went down is because you stop and you gotta kind of move around. Just move around. Very nice. Very nice. That's okay. It's good. Just have to point the camera here because it's too cute not to point it out. Call her, Karen. The love bug. And we gotta play.
No. No.
Can you say the no down? It's all good. Both down. All right, release dogs.
Okay. Okay. No, down, Lily. Good.
Now, although Umka can take care of herself, but the purpose of this video is to show you how you're gonna control your dog.
No, down. Okay, Lily. No, down. Good.
And all she's trying to do is take her muzzle off because 3 weeks is really not enough time for us to make a muzzle completely off leash
Okay,
accessible to. We normally just use it around dogs.
Okay. Nope, down, Lily. Lily, no down, sorry. Down. Good. Okay, Lily. Okay, girly, you can get her. Nope. Lily, nope, down.
You gotta reinforce Umka too. Because she hears down, she goes down, and that's kind of important.
Okay.
Here's his saver.
Lily, come.
Good job. Yeah, you don't want to go to him and then try to get her out of
Umka. Lily, come. No, come. Good. Good girl. Very good girl. Lily. No, down. Down. Good.
Now, there's a little different here. Setup is a little different. Now, she chose to go to a place all by herself. And that's the kind of was the way it is. So now once you see that we did not put her on anything, did not put her on a stay, we did not put her on a down or anything. So we don't micromanage the dog. Now you see the items has changed. So every food has a wrapper. Everything has stuff that is gonna make it harder for her to chew or get, because at this stage, we want to catch it before she actually eats it. So yes, it's a meat pieces, fish, cheese, and all that other stuff, but the dog is not on any kind of command, so we're kind of going to just watch it. What we don't want to do is we don't want her to grab something and just eat it before we even get a chance to stop her. Now she needs to make a choice and decision all by herself. She needs to choose not to touch it. And because nobody puts her in anything, this is kind of just because we worked on that a lot. That's why she does it. And you will see it pretty much in every room. She just either lies down or whatever, because she knows not to go for it at this point. So she just kind of makes it all easy on herself. However, we do not tell her what to do in this case. She's completely free to do whatever she wants. And the items are bigger and items are hard to eat right away. So it's gonna be a wrapper or this or that, or, you know, in stuff and all of that. Carrie, can you come back? So in this case, because the dog is not in anything, she puts herself in, you can just say it's okay. Carrie's gonna try to, and it's okay, okay. Carrie's gonna try and sit down right here and just kind of see what she does by herself. And she can do whatever she wants to do. So she can go investigate, or she can help herself and not investigate. Whatever it is. But in this case, it's much more relaxed setting. She just wants to be hugged and all that stuff, and that's fine. Carrie's trying not to pay attention to her, but that's kind of hard. So she can sniff the item, and she can make a decision of what to do or not to do. You can see her moving around and going for different stuff. Now, Carrie's having the eye on it. So if she decides to...
No.
Yes, so that's something too much for me. Now, she sniffed, and then if she's trying to lick it, and I don't see it if she did or did not. She did. So Carrie decided to say no. Oh, she did not?
No, she just was interested.
Okay. So she decided to help her out. Now, this helping out helps right now, because you're just starting up. But what you try to do is just to use the e-collar when you're home on a very low setting. And this dog works on the baby settings. I'm talking about like 10 from 100. And that's a very easy collar too. It's not a hard collar whatsoever. It's just like the easiest one. And she works on that. Sometimes she needs a reminder. But that is what you want to see. And you want to practice again with different items. Normally it's just a 1 or 2. I'm not going to do all that nonsense. It's just for everything. I mean, for the purpose, I'm sorry, I got a text, so I had to read it. So for the purpose of the video, we did so many objects, but normally it's not. So she's fully on her own, decided to, this is what the easiest. Carrie, can you just leave again out? So again, the dog is not on anything, so we can't be telling her what to do. And Carrie's just leaving it. We're not talking about leaving the house in this case. It's just making for video purposes that she's leaving the house. Normally, we just leave in the room. Either one of us live in the room, or sometimes both of us live in the room with a camera, whatever it is. But we had either set up a mirror system when we can see her going for objects, or we had used the camera. So at this point, we've worked it to the point where she knows that she's not allowed to touch it, either we watch it or not. So be careful with treat dispensive here, because you want to reinforce when she's perfect. You don't want to reinforce when she just sniffed something or went for something or had a very high interest, because all those behaviors, if reinforced, will lead back to consuming everything. And we're literally just working on how long it takes her. Now, that would be a good thing to put a big slice of pizza also on the floor or on the table or on the stuff. We worked on the tables as well, but we taught her so fast that it really wasn't an issue. She stopped counter surface for us, but that doesn't mean she's gonna stop it for you. You're gonna have to set her up, and that's something that Carrie is gonna help you with during your lesson. But the counter seems to be much easier on her. The floor, that's where it all gets stuff. Now, it's the same with the paper products, and it's the same with the kids' toys. That's that. It's really much the same principle. We're just doing that because she's so working here. She's not interested in any paper products and anything else. And that's one thing that she's gonna do better. If you start working with her, she's gonna exercise her brain, and she's not gonna be as bored to go around and, chew on stuff and do destructive stuff as well, just because she's gonna have a more structured life and something to do every day. All right, Carrie, come back. So release her, pet her, give her a treat, and go for it. Also important that the treats are not on the Carrie at all times. That she's sometimes just taking it and go. Now, okay, does not still mean that she can go and eat the stuff. It's okay. It's just, we didn't even have to release her. We didn't put her on anything. But it just helps her to get in perspective and be okay. Yes, I get distracted, sorry. All right, we're done.
Okay, you. Good girl. Good girl.
So there's a first setup with these dogs. And couple downs, please.
Lily, down. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, you.
And get a little closer to Gordon. Just brush right by them.
Good. Good girl. Good. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Good. Good girl. Good. Good. Down. Good girl. That's a good girl. Okay.
Watch what she's doing, please.
Lily, no.
Now, it's not nice for them to...
Okay, you.
Nope.
No. Lily, down.
Good, but needs to be over there.
Down.
So she did listen. However, you need to put her back where she was.
Okay.
Good job. And the only reason I was worried is because Dallas has no muzzle. And even though he's not dog aggressive, but So the proper reaction for Lily on dogs is no reaction.
Okay.
We don't care if she's friendly. We don't care if she's how she feels. She just needs to ignore them altogether. Now the only reason I'm pushing you, Carrie, I would already stop it, but if you see she's still not sure that she wants to stay put. So, and I want to work it out. I don't want her to think that if she's gonna get ants in the pants, we're gonna stop the exercise just so. Look at the happy Dallas. All right, one more circle and we are stopping the exercise.
Here.
No, we are pushing them
Down.
here. I mean, we really are.
Good boy.
Good.
Good girl.
Okay.
Okay.
So the most important benefit of off-leash training once you've started is the fact that dog is constantly have you in your sight, and he's actually. Oh, I'm sorry. You can go ahead, do whatever you want. It's okay. It's actually a good thing. There's distractions.
Good. Her is full.
Right there. There's a.
Smile for the camera.
Okay, give me 1 second. 1 second. No, it's okay. Just let her go.
All right.
Let her go. It's actually where I almost broke my foot. Right here. See that? I almost broke my foot there. All right. Didn't want to. Sorry, I didn't want to stop because again, live videos are very important, so you can see what we're dealing with. So what I was saying before I got interrupted is the fact that the dog is start looking for where you are, having you in your eyesight, in her eyesight, and just generally care about you. I mean, it's not just she's running around and doing. She's still free. She still do her stuff. Oopsie. She still do all that, but nevertheless, she is in the partnership with you. She is not alone. So, and she does wait for you to give her some kind of command or something else to think about.
Down. Good girl. Very good girl. Okay.
And if you can just go carry like around here and then go all the way there just so we can watch her move around. She's a good girl. Who's the good girl?
No. Down. Good girl.
Okay. Hey. And I can still pet her if I wanted to. Good girl. But she did stop her from coming up to me, even though she wanted to. No, just go around the whole. Because she's trying to demonstrate you down away from her, but she can't get her to get away from her, which is a great thing. I mean, meaning the dog is paying so much attention and not leaving, but she just wants to show you how well she's trained far away, and she can't get her far away. Unless we micromanage, meaning that we are going to tell her downstay, that we're going to call her or whatever. But all right, coming back. Doesn't work. Now, in the beginning, before we started that, Lily was all over the yard, did not care where we were at all. So,
Down. Down.
now you can see that she really wanted to get in the shade, and it really was her point, but she decided not to and actually listen to Carrie.
Okay.
But the point of this video is really to push her to do what she really doesn't want to do. And can you just walk by him? You don't have to say anything to her, just kind of see how she responds to him. Now that's the first time they met like this, so she's never seen the cart, she's never seen him or anything, so normally she would take off and investigate, and now she's waiting for Carrie to get there herself. All right, you guys can come back. She is interested, but not enough to make a move. And that's what's important. It's not the obedience that's important. It's the behaviors that you get out of working with your dog. That's important. Alrighty. Just get her in the shade, do the down, and I will finish all this.
Down.
What a good baby. Now, while this is a great manner, just please make sure that you're
Okay.
understand how hot the asphalt is sometimes. Right now it's not, and we are following this to the teeth, but if it's too hot, of course we're not going to ask her to do that.
Good.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm too close. I apologize. And there's a small dog. And there's a small dog. And she's still watching it, but Carrie's gonna work it right through.
Good. Good.
Excellent. It's a small dog over there. Good job. even though people are talking to her, she shouldn't be going up to them. But that's a hard thing to work on, so.
No.
Kitty cats and
Down. Good.
she has been interested by them every single time. Okay.
Down.
No.
Down.
No.
Down. So much temptation.
And she loves people, so it's really hard on her. I don't know if he's doing that. There you go.
Okay. You.
And with time, you'll be able to replace these system of colors just by the e-color and the martingale, but
Hi there.
hello.
Have a great one.
You too.
Lily, down. No, down. No, down. Hi. Okay, yep.
And although I'm more concerned with dog
Down.
aggression on her case than with people, we still have to work a lot
Good.
on her not to greeting people, especially when they greet her or kids, because she does love it. The proper response is to be completely neutral to everybody and heal with you and maintain the situation. But that's something that I would not be correcting her hard yet. What you saw, it's because we worked so much on the dog stuff, so we don't necessarily make her perfect with people yet, but that's a goal, and you should be concentrating on that as well. But the dog issues are much more important. But that just comes from her making decisions, and she shouldn't be. And that's the reason why we correct both, but we're more concentrating on the dog stuff, just so you know. Big dog over there. Okey-dokey, let's follow them. It was on the other side. And you can just turn in one of the aisles. You don't have to go to the dog. I don't think she have a full control over it, but she might. Just turn, not there. Okay, actually I meant the other one, but she's on the flexi, that's why I'm kind of worried. Just put her on the down, stay here.
Down.
I don't want you to too close.
No. Down.
Just because the dog is on a flexi, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Good. Down. Good girl.
Now she did anticipate it, so Carrie's gonna have to stay here a little longer. Again, please understand you need to adjust whatever it is you're doing with the temperature of the pavement. Today is a nice day, so
Okay. Heel.
you can ask for more structure today.
No. Heel.
Good.
Good.
I'm not sure.
No. Heel.
Okay, down steak would be nice here. Because she was interested in those birdies from beginning. Carrie doesn't know where to be. And they all sniff in here because there's ferrets are. That's what she went after the first time we passed through here. All right, we can go. Oh, okay.
Okay. Heel.
Good girl. Let's go.
Down.
Oh my lord.
Good. Those are very interesting. Hello.
There's another shooting at my complex.
Time to move.
The whole place is shut down.
Time to move.
No one can get in.
And
So
that's
I was like,
because
I'm
of
done.
all this there.
This is the fourth one in 2 years.
Your daughter's at Dave's mom's, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, Dave's
All
at
right,
work.
just go past right
Cool.
them.
Don't go home today.
Go past them.
Okay. Heel.
I know, that sucks. Don't go home
They're
today.
saying it's gang activity too.
Yeah, don't
Definitely
go
not
home
going
today.
home today.
Do not go home today. So, I have another thought.
Down. No. Down. Good.
Good girl. Kitty cats. Yes, thank you.
What? I now have a number to him. I can do it.
These are actually her favorite antlers. Yes. Just a plug-in for antlers. She loves them.
Okay. Heel.
And that is why we're practicing different heels, you know, fast and slow, and all those other things, because we see how important that is on the street, because that way she's prepared and we're not asking of her anything that she doesn't understand. A lot of stuff going on.
Down. No. Down.
You can be doing all of the whatever it is. So it's very hot right now, so we're not gonna try to put her on the downstay. However, that doesn't mean that she needs to be all over the place. She needs to pay attention, and also every door we encounter, she has to go through it right. It's gonna give her the whole experience a much more organized. She needs to respect your space. Good girl.
Technically, I can't lesson it, but my dad actually called and was like, "Well, not the lesson, but a lot of ridiculous."
Good girl.
Good. Down.
Looking at birds. She's like, I don't want to look
Okay.
at birds.
Down.
There you go. I love their noises.
Okay. Heel. Down.
We are entertaining the African Grey over here.
Hello.
Aw.
Okay. Heel.
He's talking to you, Carrie.
My problem is this here, and I need to fit here. So this is the widest part of my lunch. I can't find mine all the way to my
No, heel. Good. Good.
Same respect she used to give you.
Okay. Good girl. Heel.
And these are raw videos, so we have no idea what we encounter or anything else. So, again, yes, we're not making her down and stay. However, she cannot be jumping in without Carrie telling her to.
Okay, heel. Down. Okay. Heel. Down. Good. Okay, heel. Down. Good girl. That's a good girl. Good. Okay, heel.
The reason why Carrie got so happy is because she actually didn't cross in front of her. And normally, when we train the dog, we're avoiding that positioning. What she did right now, it's right in front of you and whatever. The reason why we didn't do it with Lily is because we're concentrating on little different things, and we don't want to micromanage too much of some of her behavior that's not really that important. Because if you're going to have a stroller with you, or you know, anything else, you're still going to have to position her physically maybe differently. So we don't want to be all
Down.
about her positioning it right now, because if it's a stroller in front, she's not going to even be able to do that. So that is the only reason why we don't push it. And she is sensitive, so every time we're trying to micromanage her in several different ways, it's end up being just shutting her down, and
Down.
she does not want to, you know,
No, down.
perform anymore. So one thing at a time with Lily. That's the only thing that we've done. So at this point, she lies down, we're happy. Once she lies down 100%, we will not be happy with these ones. We'll be happy when she's lying down in the proper position, depending on where that proper position is going to be when you're walking with your children. So
Down.
that's kind of going to be for you to decide, and for us to reinforce a little later. But Carrie does get excited very much if she does the right thing.
Down. Good. Down. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Good stay.
Could you get that toy, Bubber? And Carrie's completely gone out of sight. Blah blah. This is the first time she's seeing it, so that's why we normally do the test with it to see if we can do that. Majority of the dogs really interested in that. Lily's not impressed anymore with anything, pretty much.
Okay, haha, good girl.
Okay, you. Nope. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. No. Good. Okay. Okay, you can have it. Good girl. You're a strong little one. You're a strong little girl. Nope. Good. Okay. Okay. You don't want that one, huh?
We don't care for that one.
Nope. Good.
It's a great thing to play with her like this, but it does have to be controlled.
Lily, Lily girl. Giddy, 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 giddy,